Replacement kit for water and steep tap, model pl162 Bianca and 62 Mara. All the Mara S, T and X. You can have this design or this. The internal components are the same and change only because we had this problem on the old steam and water tap, and in the new we fix this problem in this way, practically with the logo tap is longer in this part, but the internal part is completely the same. Careful, because if you find some limestone in the valve here, it means that you can have some limestone in the boiler, and it's better to evaluate with your reseller if it's better to do the descaler process. This tap is a not compression because the gasket works with the spring here. Then when you close the knob you can use a little bit of force and nothing happens because you don't damage the gasket. But when you open, pay attention, because if you open too much, with too much strong, you can damage this metal part. This is the kit 400030, and inside I can find some gasket. Two is big and two is small. One of these, and sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can find this, the gasket, okay, this, first of all we have to remove the knob. Be careful, because when we remove the knob we can damage it, and it's better to protect. This is the old valve I have to remove. As we can see, one gasket O-ring is there, one O-ring is here. I have to remove all. There's some grease. Practically we have 1 and 2 O-ring, the spacer and the valve practically. This. Okay, now I need the 2 new O-ring. 1, 2. 2 O-ring. Sorry, first the spring. After that I have the spacer, and now I have the O-ring. And now this. Sorry, this is the old spacer. Install the new one, it's better. It's clean. Install the new. This. And this. Okay, all the components is installed. Have to install the new gasket here, and pay attention, be careful, because we have to remove this the old practically. It's not easy to remove. It's very inside, and we have to cut it. Okay, this is the old, this is the new, and practically this component is ready to reinstall it. We can use a little bit of glue in this way to avoid that this nut unscrew when you turn the knob, and we can reassemble it. can see now we have two different O-ring, 1 and 2, is because we have to change also the O-ring in this part. Now be careful because we have to remove the O-ring inside in the fitting. As we can see, I remove the O-ring and I have to install a new one. As we can see in the kit we have one. This is the old and this is the new. I have to install the new one. And I have to lubricate always with my grease. Now reassemble the wand, a little bit of grease here and spacer or a guida molla and a washer. And now I have to replace this gasket. I have this gasket in the kit, but I have the O-ring is the same practically. Now I have the O-ring. I put the O-ring here and I have to push up, sorry. You have to push really because you have to compress the spring. And with the key it's not necessary close so tight because the O-ring works with not strong. Close a little bit and as we can see works as new. We have to reinstall this and now we have only to reassemble the knob. First of all the knob, a little bit of grease here on the fitting, on the thread, sorry. Close the knob, the spacer o distanziale, this, the new one in the kit, push down. Okay, pay attention to the knob and nothing. I have to remove all the protection and I can push Okay. Remove all the protection, and the works is fine. This is the old components that we removed. We have two more O-ring. Is because these two, one and the other, is if in the future we want to lubricate this part and we want to change the two O-ring, we have in the kit for the future. Don't forget it.